What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MXNEYCAR Grand National Series here on Fox Sports 1. We are at the Daytona International Speedway, getting ready to kick things off yet again for yet another crazy season opener. Lights are on the pace car. I believe I was going to try to start a new thing this season where I would have a full extra pace lap for every race, but ain't nobody got time for that. But this will give me more time to break down the starting order and stuff like that. But yeah, let's welcome y'all back to the series for more crazy action. Last night I'm still catching my breath after that truck race, man. I just recorded it. That was insane. I wish other physics could have racing that good, but CTS physics are just unmatched. We're back here in the trucks, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into the starting lineup, or back here in the Grand National Series. Let's get into the starting lineup. DJ Kennington has won the pole. Very shocking pole sitter there, but hey, he did it. He had the speed to get it done, and he got it done. Jeremiah Cook in the 86 to his outside. Then in row 2, we've got the 18 of Kyle Busch, the 32 of Brian Vickers. Behind him, Carl Edwards and Vickers' teammate, the defending champion of the Grand National Series, Jason Leffler. Then you've got Tony Stewart in the 80 machine, and Morgan Shepherd in the 89. The 80 is a Hendrick entry, but Stewart does not race for Hendrick. He races for his own team, Stewart Haas Motorsport, or Stewart Haas Racing. Then you've got Kevin Harvick in the 33, Brian Keselowski in the 26, Joey Logano and David Rudiman, and then David Reagan and Michael Annett, Jason Keller and Brad Keselowski, Andrew Ranger and Robbie Gordon, Brendan Gaughan and Clint Boyer, Matt Kenseth and Dale Earnhardt Jr., Joe Nemechek and Danny O'Quinn Jr., Jeff Green and Michael McDowell. Goodness. Alright, let's just do this thing. Tony Raines and Shelby Howard, Mike Bliss and Eric McClure, Paul Menard and Robert Richardson Jr., Matt Carter and Justin Allgaier, Kenny Wallace and Scott Wimmer, Val Wolf and John West Townley, Mark Green. Wait, is that the oh no? Oh, wow. Mark Green and Stephen Wallace. And rounding out the field is Scott Speed and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Pace car is in. We're about to begin. Green flag is waving, and we're racing at Daytona. Getting up to the speed for the first time today. 3 wide already for the race lead. As DJ Kennington gets shuffled out on the high side, here comes Carl Edwards to his inside to take the lead. He's clear, and he's long gone. Big push from Tony Stewart, who's also clear. He's getting pushed by the 20 of Logano, who's also clear. Logano going over to replace Stewart at Joe Gibbs, as Edwards leads to the stripe to complete the first lap. Stewart immediately takes over that spot, and here comes Jason Keller with a run. Keller with a nice Richard Petty throwback there in that 27 machine with that paint scheme. As we head down the backstretch yet again, contact made in the back, car upside down, and it's the 0-1 of Danny O'Quinn up on top of the safer barrier. He's in it with Michael McDowell, who's now going to roll off the banking like we've seen multiple times this week. Ricky Stenhouse has damage. Dale Earnhardt Jr. caught up in it. Caution is out for the first time today. And we're wrecking after the caution's out. Big contact. The 86 of Cook involved. Matt Carter spinning. Big damage on the 33 of Harvick, who gets hit by Townley. Menard gets hit again as well. Big time damage here under the caution. They were just bunched up so tightly packed that they just couldn't avoid wrecking, trying to check up there. Man, oh man, what happened? Oh, Earnhardt Jr. and the 01 got together, and that just sends the 01 onto his roof, and Danny O'Quinn goes for a wild ride here at Daytona. That's going to take him out of the race. McDowell has big damage. He's out. Jr. is going to be hindered. That might take Ricky Stenhouse out of this race. If that 17 car has some pretty good damage. Man. And then what happened here under the yellow? It looks like they were just checking up, and somebody ran over somebody. Oh no, they're 4 wide here. Of course that's going to result in a wreck. 4 wide, they start checking up, squeezing together, and boom, into the outside wall goes Ruderman, Menard, Kennington, Kyle Busch. And then behind, they just have nowhere to go as they start scattering about, and Matt Carter gets collected. I mean, a bunch of cars get caught up in this one. John West Townley, big damage to that 09 car. He's going to likely be done, or at least his chances are done. Man, green flag back in the air. Brad Keselowski on the outside. Jason Keller on the inside. As we take the green flag yet again, and a couple cars further back that didn't catch the field, and they're way off the pace. By a couple cars, I mean quite a few cars. But none out of the race yet, surprisingly. Aside from, okay, we got 2 out of the race, never mind. Both the cars that went upside down, unsurprisingly, out of the race. Big break in the field as the 40 of Scott Wimmer dives underneath. Wimmer attempted to keep his, to bring back, rather, Bill Davis Racing for one last shot at the Daytona 500. Unfortunately, was unable to make it into the field in the duels, but still has a ride here in the Grand National Series part-time in that 40 car. Pushing Val Wolf in the 08, and she's got some rear-end damage after getting hit under the caution. Trying to get her back up into the lead pack, and it looks like he will, or they will, catch the field. 99 of Scott Speed, the rookie, trying to do the same. Jeremiah Cook there as well, but he's further off the pace. He's not going to be able to. Starting to see some crazier racing than we've seen before, but still very bottom lane dominant here from Daytona. The inside lane is just a lane to be in. We do not want to get shuffled out like Tony Raines just did, or you're going to drop. As here comes the GameStop machine, that Guitar Hero GameStop car of Joey Logano. Guitar Hero Metallica on the hood. I can't talk. Caution's out. We had another wreck somewhere, or maybe not. It might just be because the lap cars that we're about to catch right here, big time lap traffic troubles. Stephen Wallace, Paul Menard, way off the pace. Not sure how he's allowed to even be on the racetrack right now, because he is extremely slow, and we might actually get a wreck because of this. You hate to see cars this far off the pace in front of the lead pack. That might have been why they threw the caution. They might have been a little late on throwing that yellow, but it looks like we're going to make it back around safely. Let's go watch the pace car and see when the lights turned on, just to make sure that I'm not tripping and there actually was a wreck. Yep. Caution's out purely for lap traffic and cars merging out of pit road that are way off the pace. So, oh boy. What in the world was that noise? What do y'all have going on? Who hit the outside wall? I don't know, that was weird. Anyway, let's hop back into it. Stay under the caution, trying to let the field sort themselves out. Gave them one extra lap. Now we're ready to go. It'll be 20 laps to go here on this restart. Boy, oh boy, are things already crazy here from Daytona. Green flag back in the air. Michael Annett on the high side, trying to get his second career win here from Daytona. This is the place to make that happen. Oh man! Logano tried to block, couldn't quite. And here comes the 34 of Raines to the bottom. Tony Raines wants to win a race. I believe he has one MG Cup Series win back in the inaugural season when everyone had equal ratings. Now looking to get up there and earn another one. He's fighting hard here for that smaller startup team, Front Row Motorsports. Saw glimpses of their Cup program last season. This is the debut of their Grand National Series program. And he's got some help now. The 05 moves in line behind him. He's going to push him through 3 and 4 here. The 88 of Keselowski is going to jump down in front of him as well. So he's going to get a pull off the 88 car as Keselowski tries to make a move now for the lead. Annett has to move high. Keselowski is in there. Annett's going to lead the lap. Keselowski's going to take the lead. And remember, these series only take one trip to Daytona each season now. The second race has been moved to the road course, so technically still 2 trips to Daytona, but only one oval race on the schedule now. So this one means a lot more to win to the drivers here. You can see it by how they're racing. Look at David Reagan. In his only start this season in that 6 car, Eric Darnell will be moving into the 6 for the rest of the season. But Reagan leads from Daytona, or led from Daytona for a little bit. His teammates are going to take the lead. As Kenseth pushed Edwards out in front. Now Kenseth goes to the lead. Edwards up in front of Reagan. Look at Morgan Shepherd. Shepherd coming to the front. Ain't he like in his 60s? He's still kicking here. He wants to lead from Daytona. Gets shuffled up, gets finessed by Kenseth, unfortunately, after that block. And here comes Tony Stewart now back to his inside. We were that close to greatness. The 99 of Scott Speed has a huge run. Where's he going to go with it? To the rear bumper of Stewart, it seems. The 11 of Andrew Ranger gave him a good push down the back, or through 3 and 4, and now down the back stretch. The Canadian Tour guys getting a shot at the high banks here at Daytona. Andrew Ranger to the inside. Made a few starts late last season. Now getting the race at Daytona. He will be focusing his full-time efforts on the Canadian Tour this year, but caution's back out. We're catching lap traffic yet again. And racing to the stripe. I believe Stewart edged him out. Yes, he did, but what an opportunity for Andrew Ranger here from Daytona. We're going to jump back into it here. Things have been very clean aside from the first 2 wrecks here from Daytona. Those 2 wrecks happened both on the same lap. Other than that, things have been very clean. So we restart yet again. Three wide. Logano goes to the point. Kenseth sticking his nose in there. He's going to force Logano to move high. And now he's going to move back low in front of defending champion Jason Leffler. Leffler on the inside. Continuing to push that 16 machine. And into the wall goes Morgan Shepherd. They're wrecking behind. Big crash. It's going to be the big one from Daytona. And look out, they're not done yet. They're still piling in. Drivers trying to slam. Oh, hard hit. Trying to slam on the brakes. And they're slamming each other instead. As that was the one of Mike Bliss getting into Andrew Ranger there. Shepherd's out of the race. His day is done. Dale Jr. has more damage to that 5 car as he got caught up in this. Man, things were going so well here from Daytona. I was starting to think we have the cleanest Grand National race in the history of Grand National races at Daytona, and unfortunately that changed quickly. Big hit for Wimmer. Big hit for Kennington. Big hits all around. So our Canadian Tour drivers all bite the dust in this one. That shows them just how quickly things can change here at Daytona. Tony Raines. Carl Edwards got pounded. With 33. And others making contact down in the grass. Kevin Harvick's done. Attempting to race every race this weekend. Ran last night in the trucks. Ran Thursday in the Shining Star Series. The only race he's not running is the Pass Series, as I call it, the Pro-Am Stock Series, or Pro-Am National Series now. Edwards got wrecked under caution by somebody there. Oh, he was down in the grass, and then, oh, he did a little bunny hop. He hit a bump or something down there in the grass that got him all out of shape. Wow, it's the nature of Daytona, the nature of the beast. All right, let's hop back into it, shall we? Logano, Kenseth, your leaders that wiped out a good chunk of the field. We'll have 10 laps to go on the restart. Green flag is waving. We're racing yet again at Daytona. Kenseth with a huge jump up high. He's going to clear Logano and move back down in front to take the lead. Logano stays with the pack. He's going to get a push and try to build some momentum to regain the lead. But don't count out the rest of these guys, especially Tony Stewart. He's been aggressive from the start. Stewart might not even push his replacement driver in the MG Cup Series. He might just go for the lead himself. As he moves high, yeah, he didn't push him. But now Logano stays low. Kenseth went high to block Stewart, and now Logano's going to go to the lead. Val Wolf with heavy rear end damage is back into the mix. Pushing David Reagan to the front. Reagan still looking for his first win in any series. Contact. Val Wolf in the 08 saves it. But now 3 wide as here comes Mark Green. Joey Logano is long gone. Green to the front. The 05 pushing him. The 2 Greens working together. Mark and Jeff, the brothers. Got 2 separate packs. That's Shelby Howard and the 70 back there. With Brian Keselowski, Joe Nemechek, and others. all trying to work their way back up to the front. And a few more stragglers back there, but for the lead, here comes Brad Keselowski. Three wide, the field still trying to chase down Joey Logano. As nobody can break free. Now it looks like Kenseth will be the one to break free and get away from the pack. We got one way off the pace. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going 139 miles per hour compared to the rest of the field's 196. At some point, you got to just give him the black flag and tell him to get off the track. Big speed difference here as the field catches him at the worst possible spot. Are they going to make it out alive? Looks like they will. Caution is going to wave. Boy, oh boy. That was sketchy. Oh, and around goes Tony Stewart. Past the caution flag. A quick spin for smoke, and we're going to keep it rolling. Well, are we? Hold on. Let me make sure he's not going to just merge into traffic. Okay, yeah, we're good. Boy, what happened to Tony? Oh, he came down across the nose of the 05. As the caution came out, he tried to move down off the rear bumper of the 16. 16 went high to 88, or the 80 went low, and around went Stewart. Man. Things happened very, very quickly there. He went from fourth to spinning. And now that'll set us up for a quick 4-lap sprint to the finish. And that'll bunch the field back up. Is there anybody fast enough from that second pack to try and work their way up and join that first pack and fight for the win here? Late in the going. The front row, Joey Logano, the leader, to his outside, defending champion Jason Leffler. Green flag is back in the air. We're racing yet again. Leffler got a good restart, just couldn't get enough momentum to clear the 20. And he's going to fall back off turn number 2. Trying to get a push from Brad Keselowski. The outside is just not where you want to be at all with this package, with these cars. As we head down the backstretch yet again. The Green brothers still working together. As Jeff and Mark right on each other's rear bumpers. Jeff Green is going to push Mark Green to the lead here from Daytona as we come to 3 laps to go at the stripe. The Greens sticking together to the end, and right as I say that, they force it 3 wide on each other. But hey, this might be a strategy play. It might, if they can stay, or if they can clear, it looks like they won't. I was going to say that might block both lanes and give one of these drivers a better shot, but now they're just shuffling each other out 3 wide down the backstretch. Tony Stewart has no choice but to push the 05. He can't go high, can't go low. The 08 of Val Wolf now into the mix. Here comes the 38 of Jason Leffler behind her. And Green has no choice but to move up in front of his brother yet again. 2 laps to go here from Daytona. And Dale Jr. is running 140 down the backstretch as we enter 1 and 2 at 190. It'll be really close to see if they catch that 5 car. But if they do, it'll likely be on the last lap. And you best believe that's going to be a disaster because nobody's lifting at this stage in the race. Tony Stewart is leading from Daytona. The 08 behind the 80. Tried to move down and follow the 80 to the bottom, couldn't quite. Here comes Leffler back to the inside, coming to the white flag this time by 1 lap to go here from Daytona. Checking on the 5, he's in 1 and 2. Towards the exit of 2 right now. Oh boy, they're gonna catch him. They're definitely gonna catch him here on the final lap. Leffler trying to mount any bit of a run that he can get. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Jason Leffler in prime position to steal one from Tony Stewart. He's going to dive to the inside. Side by side through 3 and 4. Coming up to the lap car. Where are they going to go? They're all checking up. Dale Jr. gets hit. He's around. He's into the outside wall. Coming to the checkered flag is Jason Leffler. He's going to win at Daytona in a big crash for Dale Jr. He's upside down. Oh, man. And the caution immediately waves. Cars littered down in the grass. Dale Earnhardt Jr. got hit by Robbie Gordon and Brendan Gaughan, and he ended up on his roof. Joe Nemechek with heavy damage in that as well. Matt Carter. Oh, man. Got a feel for Tony Stewart. He had that one. Maybe not won, but he had a shot to fight for it off turn 4. It was looking like it was going to be a photo finish. And then Dale Jr. existed because AI don't know how to pull off the racetrack when they're that far off the pace. And that just ruined everything here from Daytona. But man, they can't always be perfect. Sometimes you get the ruined finishes like this one. It's just what makes racing racing. And Dale Jr. The field trying to split him. The 05 of Jeff Green gets into him. And they go up into the outside wall. And then the camera stopped following them. When we cut back, we saw that 5 car flipping through the air. And then went out of frame again. And, oh, we had another one flipping. Is that Brendan Gaughan? Oh, a wild flip for Brendan Gaughan. Man, oh man. He dug in and rolled viciously here from Daytona and got onboards. Onboard with Robbie Gordon. Oh no! That is not what you want to see out of your windshield. Nobody even attempted to hit the brakes there, and they tried to kill the man. Brendan's checking up here, but at this point it's too late. Gets launched right into his path. Luckily for us, as Robbie Gordon also got upside down. Man, that is a vicious wreck. I'm mad I even showed this on camera. I usually try to hide stuff like this and act like it didn't happen, but man, I just got to look at just how violent that was. Look at how it digs in and starts flipping even more. My goodness. Yeah, this is why we don't count injuries for lower divisions, because man, we don't want Dale Jr. getting hurt in the season opener at Daytona for a lower series because the AI don't know how to hit the brakes. So yeah. That happened. Luckily, no injuries. That would have likely been fatalities had I been counting injuries. But no injuries. We're all good. Dale Jr.'s fine. He's going to race tomorrow. Robbie Gordon's fine. He's going to race tomorrow. Yeah, Brendan Gaughan's fine. He'll be back next week. And Jason Leffler is your winner. So Leffler picking up where he started, finished the season on top, winning the championship last season. Comes back here in 09, wins at Daytona. That's going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. I hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.